Welcome back. So you finally took that first step. You now have an AI model created. You're no longer stuck on the situation where you don't know if your model's realistic enough. You're trying to fix her up. You're trying to make her look even more realistic than what she already does. You're just stuck in this infinite loop of I need to fix and perfect my model and try to get it to absolute perfection, but that just never comes because there's no such thing as absolute perfection in this industry. So you understand that's not how it works, and the real important thing is that your model looks realistic enough to fool most people, or realistic enough to fool our target demographic, which is really not hard to do. So you understand that your model's created, you now know how to create content for your model, you know how to make reels, you know how to make pictures, and generate content that you will then be posting on social media. Now you need to understand how to go about marketing said model. If that interests you and you want to know how to go about doing this properly, I'm going to make this a short video, and I'm just going to give you the important pointers on shit you have to focus on. You have your Instagram account warmed up. You finished doing the warm-up process. If you don't know how to do that, click the link down below. There's a video on how to warm up your Instagram account. That is done. You also have a Threads account, how to warm up the Threads account, do the Threads method if you don't know how to do that. I will make a video about that in the future. For now, it's in the community only. So if you care about marketing and you want to know how to do everything and have PPV chatting scripts and everything just done for you and want to make shit easier, click the link down below. The community is open for all. Anyway, let's get into this. Instagram Reels, the most important way to gain exposure for your model. So you know how this is done. I've done this shit multiple times for you to see. You have Reels, you have means to create Reels. This is how you are going to make your Reels. So you're going to go on your For You page, obviously, after you've warmed up your account. And while warming up your account, best build up your For You page to have more AI models in your feed, so that you can then see what AI models are doing successfully. Anything above 2,000 likes is successful for the AI industry. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna try and remodel successful AI model videos, not regular OF girl videos. You're gonna try and remodel AI model girl videos. This is something that I noticed sometimes with an AI girl. If you just try to go off of regular OF girl content and remodel it, it could work. It's possible, definitely could. But most of the time it flops. It doesn't really do well in the algorithm for the reasons being, I'm not exactly sure, but I can tell you this right now. If you don't want to waste credits while generating your content and posting it and then having it flop, the best way to go about it, the most secure way to do this, is to model off of something that's already working for another AI model. Now, it's not guaranteed going to work for you, but from what I've seen, it's more likely to work for you than to model it off of a regular OF model. Now that's squared up. You're gonna have to get your feed centralized towards AI models. And you're gonna notice that the AI models that you see that get a lot of views don't look that realistic. Like, you're going to be able to tell they're AI. You're gonna look them once in the face, and not just because you're somewhat smart, because I'm telling you, they just look AI. They are 100,000% AI. Anyone with more than room temperature IQ will notice that that shit is definitely AI. That is 100% AI. And it doesn't really matter, because as long as the content is high quality enough, a lot of people are just gonna look at it. Some people are gonna notice it's AI, obviously, but they're still gonna watch it because it's still appealing, right? It's still appealing, so they're still gonna watch it, still gonna get the watch time, still gonna get the retention, and it's still gonna get pushed out. And a lot of people are not really gonna be able to tell, and these are the people that we're really targeting, and these are the people that are more likely going to subscribe to your fan view account. You will notice once you start making your feed and centralizing it towards AI model content, so you're gonna start getting AI models on your feed more and more and more, you'll notice that most of the AI models that do pop up and do have high engagement rates aren't the most realistic looking models. You're gonna look at them, and if you have half a brain cell, you're gonna be able to tell instantly, this is AI generated, this is not real. Facts, that's just what it is. But a lot of people won't be able to distinguish, and these are the people that we target. So for you, for example, what you're going to do is you're going to try and aim to be this AI model that just popped on your feed and has 10,000 likes on her photo, 10,000 likes on her reel, 20,000 likes on her reel, and has 10,000 followers. So you're gonna try and imitate whatever it is she's doing that works. So for example, you're gonna go to whatever compiler it is you use to generate your reels, whatever it is. For me, let's say it's Picasso. So for those of you who don't have an imagination, for you dumb fucks out there that can't even imagine shit, I'm gonna do this for you. So imagine we see a viral reel just pop up, and it's some girl in a hotel room dressed in a bikini, in an orange bikini, dancing, moving her hips left to right, swaying her hair, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to go on our compiler. For me, it's Picasso. So we're going to go on Picasso. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to write a prompt saying what's happening in the video. So she's dancing in a hotel room. I want to say dancing in a hotel room. And let's say her bed has white sheets. So I'm going to make my sheets black with black sheets. and then her bikini is orange, so my bikini is gonna be blue. And then I'm gonna do the exact same shit that she's doing. My model looks different. Already I have cosmetics that look different. I already put somewhat of a spin to the video. I put the same sound, boom, done. That's recreation. That's one type of recreation. Now there are multiple ways you can do it. Sometimes they do a dancing video and they have some sort of caption on the video itself. You can do the same thing. So you're basically just going to structure your For You page. You're going to structure your feed to feed you AI content that's already doing well. And if it feeds it to you, most likely it's already, gaining engagement, gaining traction to some extent. So you're going to see what it is, see how it is they're traction gaining, however they're engagement farming here. And you're going to try and copy, recreate, and make it somewhat better to some extent. Sometimes you don't even have to make it better. You just have to do what works. And you'll see that eventually your shit's going to catch on to, and you will get the traction. In the beginning, not always, but that's just the real method. So what you're going to be doing, make sure that once your Instagram account is warmed up, and while it's warming up, obviously, you're just going to keep engaging with AI models, more AI models, and you'll see that your feed is more centralized towards that, and it's geared towards feeding you the content that you're going to need in order to repurpose, recreate, and restructure. That's how you're going to go about doing it. So once your Instagram's warmed up, watch AI models, see what it is that they're doing. There are a bunch of AI models that have 100,000 followers, 200,000 followers, 30,000 followers. As long as the reel is high engagement and anything above 2,000 likes is worth recreating. So if you see something with 2,000 likes, 60,000 views, it's worth a recreation. So you can look at that and do it, because you're also going to be doing volume. You're not going to be posting one video a day. You're posting 3 reels a day, maybe 2 carousel posts. And carousel posts usually are 2-3 pictures of your AI model in a certain set location. That's how you're going to be doing it. I don't recommend posting single photos anymore, because for some reason they don't do as well unless you have an established following behind you already. Then that could, backtrack it and make it do well regardless. But if you're in the beginning and you're trying to engagement farm, you have less than 1,000 followers, this is the beginning, you just warmed up your account, never post regular photos unless it's a carousel or a reel. Why, you may ask? Because carousels get better retention because they have to sit on the picture and then they have to swipe. So they basically stick on it more. So it has higher watch time and retention, which in turn will get it pushed more. And also if you have a good caption and people engage with it a bit more, they stay on the picture more. And basically the more someone stays on the picture, the more watch time retention basically gets, the more it gets pushed out, and the more views you will get. Simple as that. So remember, you're going to be focusing on carousels and reels. Reels mostly. Reels are way better. But carousels are not to be played with. Don't forget about carousels. They also exist and they will help you. And threads as well. Now for the threads method, I don't want to make this video too long. So I'm going to super summarize this, and maybe in the future I'll make another threads video and then I'll give everything detailed there. But generally what you're going to do is you're going to have an account set up. The warm-up method is already somewhat similar to the Instagram, so you can watch the Instagram video and kind of, just implement the same thing on threads and it will work. But if you want something like fully detailed and guided for it, it's in the community. Just look at how to warm up a threads account. And as far as gaining followers on threads, essentially you're going to be doing the same, but you're going to be doing it on higher volume. So higher volume posts, and you're going to be replying to a lot more AI models. So you're going to see OF models or AI models posting videos and pictures. They get 1,000 likes, 2,000 likes, 3,000 likes. And you're just going to post a picture of your model, put some sort of rage bait or attention, or basically just attention farming. You're going to try and engagement farm them. So you're going to put rate me 1 to 10 or some bullshit rage bait, whatever matters or somehow matches the post context, and put a picture of your model there. Do that 6-7 times a day. Not in the beginning. In the beginning, you're going to have to do it like 2-3 times and then make feed posts of your own, let's say once, 2-3 times. But in the future, when you eventually get it warmed up during your first month, you can start posting 7 times, replying to people, and also posting your own content. So that's threads super short. And if you do this correctly, if you do this well, this is how you are going to grow your Instagram page. This is definitely how you're going to gain the traction. In the beginning, it's probably going to be slow. You're going to be getting 100 views, 200 views. Most likely, you're going to be stuck in 200 view jail. You're going to get 236 views, 237 views, 276 views, some bullshit, and then eventually it's going to go up. You're going to get 500 here, you're going to get 50 likes and 600 views. It's going to keep on happening like this. Eventually, you're going to get that 2,000 views. Eventually, you're going to get that 10,000 views, and so on and so forth. You're going to see that first 1,000 likes, and it's going to be very nice for you because you're going to see that it will eventually translate into fan view subscribers. And remember, it doesn't take 100 subscribers to get you rich, because we're not relying on the subscriber fee. We're not relying on the $4 or $9 that you're going to be getting on monthly subscription fees, because every subscriber that goes in will try to chat with you, and that's where the money is made. So even if it's just one subscriber that gives you $10 a month, you get that one subscriber, you can still walk out $500 if you sell him enough content and you do your chatting properly. For those of you who need help with chatting, I am here. Scripts have been done, because you will find out that that is the hardest part of this business. When you do it once with one model, it's fine. When you do it with one model, but you're juggling 6 people, 7 people, then you're gonna see that it gets bad. And if you try to scale and you have 6 models, 7 models, and each model has like 5 people, and you have to remember certain things about them in order to make it kind of like person to person, because you're selling the girlfriend experience, you'll see that shit gets tricky. And that is why scripts are important, very important. But that's not the video topic today. Remember, Reels, structuring your For You page to get AI models on your feed so that you can then model your content off of AI model content. And it's very easy to do that. I'll give you an example. I sent you, let's say, a reel on Instagram for help's sake. You go on that reel, you see the sound, you save the sound, you see whatever the model was doing, and then you go recreate it, you post it on your feed, you do it again 3 times a day. That's 3 reels a day. Do that shit 7 times a week, and you're busting. Best way to do content in general, I'll give you this one last tip before I end the video. Make sure you take one day out the week so that it's not super burnout. You don't want to burn out real fast, because if you're recreating content and you're just doing it every single day, then eventually you're going to get mad. So take one day out the week, and I want you to mass create content. So I want you to sit there, look at a few AI models that have good videos, take a bunch of them, recreate a bunch of them, and then mass create on one day. So take, let's say, a Thursday or a Friday, mass create all your videos, and then I want you to just put everything on drafts, and all you really need to do during the day is post 3. Post 3, 1, 2, 3, carousel posts, reels, whatever it is. Just post, stick to the timing, and you will see eventually that results will follow. Hopefully that was helpful. Pretty sure that was. Anyway, for those of you who want more private guidance from me, make sure to click the link down below. You guys can DM me on Telegram if you have any questions, and you guys can take a look at the community, and everything there is already pre-answered for those of you who are a bit more lazy and just want to have a head start in it. Anyway, check that out, and I will catch you in the next video.